This is a complete disaster. This is not how you ice a Draymond Green. You got to get up. Keep Malachi Branham to the sidelines and out of the lane. Kuminga would be in backside help right here. If it's a pick and pop, then Kuminga would rotate to Sohan, and Draymond Green would come back to the weak side of the floor. But I mean, this is not. You're just letting Malachi Branham walk into the paint, and there's no rotation. This dribble is picked up. Jeremy Sohan does not have his dribble alive. So why is Jonathan Kuminga not getting right up to Julian Champagnie, staying with him, boxing him out when the shot goes up? What are you doing? Easy offensive board. What is Andrew Wiggins doing? The Warriors are switching right here. So why are you not guarding Sohan? Podziemski up guarding Keldon Johnson. What is Wiggins doing standing in the middle of nowhere? So now Podziemski steps up on Sohan and Keldon Johnson's wide open. What is Klay Thompson doing? Podziemski's in help. Why is Klay Thompson on the block? Get out to Blake Wesley. Why is no one guarding Blake Wesley? What was that? Catch and go. This coaching. This is why you jam the screener when you go under a handoff. So Moses Moody can cleanly get on the other side and ready to guard. You're not jamming the screener. So he's going clank into the screen. Keldon Johnson's now on the other side ahead of him. What is Andrew Wiggins doing? Stay with Devontae Graham. You're not in help here. Trace Jackson Davis is coming up in help. Could you at least see Devontae Graham? What is Wiggins doing? Why is just unbearable. Moses Moody in transition. We sprint back and guard people in transition. You don't jog back and what are you staring at the ball? Guard Champagnie so Podziemski can take Sohan. You're just jogging back to guard air. This is an awful double team. Brandon Podziemski, first of all, if Kuminga's doubling baseline, you got to force Sohan baseline into the double. If he's not doing that, Kuminga can't just stand in the middle of nowhere. You got to double then from over the top. So these passes to the weak side of the floor are somewhat challenging to make. But okay, fine. That gets screwed up. Draymond Green's got to rotate here to Julian Champagnie. Then Sarge would come up to Keldon Johnson. Podziemski would come up to Malachi Branham. That's not even sort of what happens here. Champagnie's catching this. Moses Moody had no chance of getting out. Where is your help in transition? It's in the middle of the floor. Communicate this so Jonathan Kuminga knows to shade Blake Wesley to the middle of the floor. You're not doing it. So now everyone's got to collapse at the rim. And why would this not be a switch? It's Podziemski and Wiggins. Wiggins, do not try and get over the top of this screen early. If the screen happens, you'll switch. But look at Wiggins trying to feel out and get over the top of this screen early. So now you're off balance and a jab, step, and go. Draymond Green can be in help here outside the paint. I'm still in help on the ball, but now I can recover. You're sitting back in the paint for no reason. I'm still helping on the ball. You have no chance of recovering now. This is coaching. This is Brandon Podziemski. Your back is always to the baseline as Malachi Branham cuts through. He cuts through with you in front of him, keeping your back to the baseline. So your back's going to be to the sideline here. That's why there's 3 steps of separation coming off this down screen. So now off this down screen, Klay Thompson's got to do either attach with your arms extended so Branham can't curl, or probably because Podziemski's already beat, I would just switch it. Klay Thompson does nothing, so Branham curls right off this down screen. Brandon Podziemski is in no position to guard one-on-one, off balance and gambling. What is Jonathan Kuminga doing? There's just no coaching on this team. The Warriors are in their disgusting drop coverage. Fine. Kuminga's not a part of this. Get your feet set in a defensive stance outside the paint. Why? So I can get out. Why is Kuminga walking into the charge circle? You have no chance of getting out now. So, this is coaching. In transition, you communicate. There's no such thing as transition defense without communicating. Chris Paul's going to have to take Zach Collins here. So I'm yelling it. So Draymond Green knows to go over and take Julian Champagnie. Apparently that doesn't happen because Chris Paul and 2 people guarding Zach Collins. Nice transition defense, KERR. More awful transition defense. This is reprehensible. Draymond Green clearly has to take Julian Champagnie. Chris Paul clearly has to take Blake Wesley. So why is that not happening? Communicate. What Chris Paul's jogging back. What? What a disgusting pile of human waste Steve Kerr is. Why is Lester Quinones not getting up guarding Blake Wesley here? Where is Lester Quinones going? What are you doing? So now Blake Wesley comes off a handoff. What? You're not able to guard. Why? What? His dribble is picked up. Trace Jackson Davis is contesting. Why is Draymond Green not getting over to Keldon Johnson to box out, to guard, to do something? Why? Easy offensive board. This again comes down to no coaching. This is reprehensible. Jonathan Kuminga's playing the gaps. Cool. Your feet have to be set in a defensive stance so I can help, but then immediately recover back out. Look at his feet going towards the ball on the kick out. Awful coaching. It would first of all be nice if Moses Moody wouldn't gamble and just slide his feet. But the real problem here is that it's Draymond Green's help. He must be in the gaps because he can help and he can recover. And Draymond Green's hugging the three-point line. So because he misses this help and because Moses Moody gambled and gets blown by, now the help comes at the rim. And you can't rotate from that. Why is Moses Moody not sprinting back? If you sprint back, you're ahead of Sohan. If for whatever reason you don't want to sprint back, say something. So Kuminga can come take Sohan right here and you can go over to Malachi Branham. But you're jogging back and not saying anything. So